So in this segment, I'm going to ask you, the audience, a question. What is GB Energy?
Cheaper will our bills be under a Labour government? 5%, 10%? What will it mean?
Well, we want to, as you rightly say, set up Great British Energy. That's a publicly funded, a publicly owned.
So is it publicly funded or publicly owned? Because he's just corrected himself there, but it's not clear. Is it a correction or is it just an addition?
Company which is owned by the taxpayer, making money for the taxpayer by investing in clean British power.
It's also meant to be funded with private money as well. Like I think Reeves was saying, she want for every £1 of public money, she want £3 of private investment. So are we doing 51%? Is that the shares the public are going to own? How is this exactly going to work?
Now, clean British power is, renewables, which is about a third of the price of fossil fuels at the moment, and that ought to bring down the household bills by about £400 for each bill. But
how's that going to work? Are you going to do it via levies? Are you going to do it by direct money to consumers? Because energy is sold on the global market, so it's going to be according to global prices. So how exactly are you going to lower bills of people? This is one of the things I don't understand.
A permanent drop. This is the big difference, I think. Everybody, I think, supports the energy price caps because we desperately needed those in the last year and a half when the energy prices went through the roof. But they're sticking plasters in a sense. They cost a lot of money. They're a short-term fix. The long-term fix is to have Great British Energy to invest in clean British.
Is it going to be like a sovereign wealth fund or what? Like, how's it going to lower bills? I don't get it. Like, Labour put this whole video out, right? With some, I can't lie, the mix on this is pretty bad. The voiceover on this is not great, but the music in this it goes pretty hard, guys. I'm not going to lie. Like, I was enjoying it a lot.
Why does Labour want to set up Great British Energy, a new publicly owned clean power company? Oil and gas companies have made record profits, while your energy bills have soared and people have suffered through the cost of living crisis.
These are all facts. Like energy companies have made record profits. Okay, these are factual statements, yes.
And that's why Keir Starmer wants to launch Great British Energy as part of his first steps towards delivering our missions. Great British Energy will be a new, publicly owned clean power company to cut bills for good and boost energy security.
Okay, I get the energy security thing. If we generate more domestic energy, it does kind of lower the shocks. If we have, things like gas storage, if we had more gas storage, we wouldn't have paid so much when it comes to prices and things. That's fine, I guess. But is it going to sell the energy to the grid, or how is this going to work? That's what I don't get.
Paid for by a windfall tax on oil and gas giants making record profits.
So this is temporary money that we're going to get. So you're going to get one big injection of cash here from these windfall taxes because the energy prices will come down. I think they are coming down fairly slowly, and maybe the government should do. The Labour Party should want to enforce more mechanisms so that when the wholesale gas price comes down, that reflects onto consumers. Maybe that's something they could do to lower prices, huh?
GB Energy will reap the benefits of Britain's natural resources with clean power projects in communities across our country to lower bills for good and create the next generation of good jobs.
How is it going to lower the bills? I don't get it. Guys, I'm struggling here. Like, I cover this on live stream as well. Most people didn't understand how it's going to work.
Reindustrialising Britain.
This is all fine. I support, building as much of the wind turbines as we can here. Obviously, you might run into WTO issues. That's fine. Because the government, under Johnson, they got sued by the EU under WTO rules because we tried to favour British companies. But again, manufacturing as much here as possible, good.
But how will it do this?
That's a great question.
GB Energy will lower bills by investing in homegrown renewable energy, which is cheaper than fossil fuels. It will create jobs across Britain.
You literally said you're going to create more, wind turbines, whatever, right? Renewable energy. And do what with the renewable energy? Is it going directly to consumers? Are you selling it to the national grid? What are you doing? I don't get it.
Through investment and building domestic supply chains. And it will boost our energy security through homegrown power that gives us energy independence from tyrants like Putin. The Tories...
unless you're going to fully reduce our... First of all, we weren't that dependent on Russia for our energy anyways. One of the reasons the prices went up here in the UK so dramatically is because of the global energy prices spiked. We don't have a lot of gas storage, and because the companies took us for mugs. Let's be real about it. That's what they did.
Failure to do this is one of the reasons why the cost of living crisis has been felt more severely in the UK than other countries.
But shouldn't those other European countries especially be more impacted, given that they were more reliant on Vladimir Putin for energy? And the only way I can see this working, so I don't know where he's got this £400 figure from. How is this going to generate directly to people's bills being cut? The only thing I found that could be what they're talking about is when a village in England, I think it was Wales, no, it was England, it was Cambridgeshire, set up their own wind turbine. And so what they did was they sell that energy back to Opus. So what they do is they generate the energy and that gets sold to Opus, and they use it to fund community projects and stuff. We set up, that's what I'm saying, we set up an energy contract with Opus to buy the energy generated from the turbine. We also set up a turbine fund. Anyone in the village can apply for funding from this part for any project designed to help improve the village. So far, the local football pitch has new goals, floodlights, the library has a new set of children's chairs, etc. So that's the only way maybe I can see that working. But again, I don't get how GB Energy is going to go directly to cut people's bills. I don't get it. If someone on YouTube, or if anyone on Labour Social can explain this, I'd be all ears, because I've still heard no explanation from this video being recorded on the 26th of May, right? So if anything comes out after this, that's fine, but unless we see something from that, I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, support the channel on Patreon if you can, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.